So we already know what components are going into the Large Pixel Collider, our legendary gaming PC. But the LPC isn't just any PC. We think it deserves a special theme, a special kind of wrapper around its body, which is why I'm super excited that this year we're able to team up with some amazingly talented folks to help us build one. And today I'm going to go see them and help brainstorm this special treatment we're going to give the LPC this year. Let's go. All right, Ron, Lee, I'm so glad to have you guys here. I mean, I saw that Overwatch build you guys did. Terrific work. But I've got some even crazier stuff here. I think, we've spent a lot of time working on these ideas, so I think you're gonna like them. Even more over the top, for your eyes only. So one of the themes of the LPC, of course, is just unrelenting power, raw power. What better way to express that than in power plants? So we get our hands on some plutonium, and we build ourselves a nuclear fission reactor. Fusion's a little hard, but fission we can absolutely do. I don't know if you guys are worried about, radiation poisoning. What have you signed some waivers?
Waivers? No, that's too much emails and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't.
All right, well, fine. All right, so next one. Okay, something everybody loves is Transformers.
Right.
Am I right?
No.
What if we built a PC that transforms into a truck? That seems easy enough.
Except for the hardware.
And what if the truck, then it can transform also into Optimus Prime? And the truck could be my friend, and we could go on adventures, defeat the Decepticons, save the world. It's all here.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't even want to look at the drawing.
No field trips.
No field trips.
It's cool. Okay, I understand. I mean, there's been a lot of Transformers PCs. People have done that before, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, last idea. What is a PC case? It's a suit of armor, around your components.
Right.
And what's the coolest armor in the world? Iron Man. And what's Iron Man's coolest armor? The Hulkbuster armor. So we just build a Hulkbuster PC, and it's like one case with another case around it, another case, and one of the cases like a butler that talks to the case on the inside.
And then eventually passes a message to Tony Stark, who's in the very bottom case.
Exactly. Right? I mean, ideally, we're able to get Robert Downey Jr. himself on the interior of the case.
Okay. He's already did an Iron Man build, so
you did an Iron Man build.
Did an Iron Man build, but we could draw some of the plutonium from the reactor, though.
Oh yeah,
The arc reactor.
Arc reactor. That has me. We didn't really sketch out this idea. We didn't really flesh it out too much. But what if we built the Ark of the Covenant as a PC? From Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah. Everybody's seen that.
It's a frag box.
Yeah.
So it's a giant PC. It's made of solid gold. Raw power, danger. That's totally in line with the LPC. What do you guys think? Can you do it?
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Yeah.
Put a futuristic spin on it or something.
So we've got our idea. Ark of the Covenant, LPC. It's going to be perfect.
Awesome. Let's do this. Do it. Oh,
Yeah. High five. Hit me. All right. Yes. Awesome. All right, guys. Let's talk about how we're actually going to build this. How we're going to translate the Ark of the Covenant from the best Indiana Jones movie ever into a PC. What are we going to build this thing out of, and what case are we going to use? That's the starting point.
So we're going to be using the Mercury case. Jim over at Case Labs was kind enough to provide that for us. So that should be perfect shape, for the Ark.
Great. And what are we going to attach to the case? Because it's going to be a little bit bigger than that overall, of course.
Right. So we were talking two different options. I think we were talking about polystyrene, which is a plastic to be able to shape everything, and then also Ron and I were talking about some wood. So Ron could tell you more about the wood aspects.
Yeah, there's two different approaches that we can go with this. What I really like to do is make it out of wood. Some of our effects panels out of wood, and then we can do like an old world effect on the wood, and then go on top of that with some gold leaf to kind of give it that really old world look, and like it's been around for a while. And then on the top, the angels. We're going to sculpt those out of some wet clay, and then we're going to make a silicone mold. We'll put the clay sculpt into the silicone mold, pull the mold out, cut our mold open, take out our cast, and then we'll use some resin, some casting resin, and then just pour our casting resin inside, and then we'll have our first cast. We'll sculpt up a few of those until we get a perfect cast.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of PCs with big golden angels on top of them. I think they'll be very evocative and very distinct. But of course, like one of the other big distinctive features on the Ark of the Covenant, those two parallel bars used for carrying, can we actually make them support the weight of the PC?
Well, there's again, there's a couple different approaches that we can do on this. One is like you can do just some steel bars. Of course, that's going to support the weight, but then you're talking about weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
another option was curtain rods, like Lee was saying. We're going to look into that option. You can also buy these really nice decorative finials for the end of the curtain rods to get the look that we want. But nobody's not seeing the Ark of the Covenant for what, 2,000 years or something like that. So, I mean, you just have to look at replicas online and stuff. So we're going to try to come up with the best design that we can pull off in the time frame, and just give it our best approach. But it's going to be a really exciting project. I can't wait to get started.
One of the weird ideas we had for this was, what if we sort of had like this dual turnkey solution for the power ignition? Like almost like one of those old 80s Cold War movies. Oh, great. Okay, what's this?
So this is a little key switch. I actually have two of them. Prior to our conversations, I bought two of them.
Okay, great.
I figured we could actually make like a little panel and have a little gold cable come off that panel and go to the PC. And you have to turn both the keys at the same time in order for the computer to turn on.
Right.
And power, exactly. So I think that'll be a super fun addition. Glad to hear you guys can do that. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys get started on this crazy build, and really looking forward to seeing how your talent applies to this idea. So thanks a lot for working with us. It's gonna be great. Yeah, thanks, Celine. Thanks, Ron.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so after spending today with Lee and Ron, I'm just so excited about this build. I don't know how we're going to turn the Ark of the Covenant into a computer, but apparently it's possible. These guys are super talented. I'm really glad we get a chance to work with them. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a couple weeks with the full reveal of the LPC. We're gonna melt some faces. We'll see what this thing can really do on some high quality PC games and some crazy monitors. So we'll see you then.